Alright guys, so today we're going to go over the Protocol jacket. The Protocol jacket has a pretty interesting history with us. We first launched it in 2016, and then here in 2018 we did just a different fit for it and just did a couple modifications based on user feedback. But wanted to take the time to really talk about this product, talk about why we did it and some of the features and benefits to it. When we first launched it in 2016, we had a lot of feedback that guys were worried that we were going super hipster, or kind of straying away from the more kind of urban concealed carry tactical world that we usually play in. And when you start to dive down into the features and benefits of this particular garment, you'll realize that it remains true to our core, that is that world. So we'll go over just some of the top line features and then kind of tell a little bit of the story behind those features. So it's made out of a Ventile cotton. It's a finely woven cotton from England. So there is some prestige with it, a little bit of elegance to it. It is kind of an everyday sports coat. Wouldn't call it a formal sports coat, if you will. But for those of you that need to wear a sports coat either to work, or for those of you that need to wear it in your profession, it's something that'll work well for you. And what that finely woven cotton does is it has some natural water repellency. So just to kind of show what that looks like, we'll just drop some water on there just so you can see. I mean, it beads right off with very little, if any, sticking to it. So that's the Ventile working for you. So again, if you're wearing this for an urban commute or wearing it on the job, you get stuck in some rain, light drizzle, snow, things of that nature, you're going to stay completely dry. Moving down into the pockets, you have a single chest pocket here. You have two pockets here on the side. They do have tuckable flaps, so you can tuck those flaps in. They are nice and deep. Just to give you an example, just a cell phone here, dropping that in the horizontal orientation, so you still have plenty of room. For the chest pocket up here, it'll also take a cell phone. This is an iPhone 7, just a regular one. You have the traditional TAD slotted buttons you can see here. So they are field replaceable. So if for some reason you break a button or break a seam or whatnot, it does come with a field replaceable button, just like many of our other garments, like our Tradecraft shirt and our Sentinel field jacket. So you can replace these if they do break. Moving on to the inside, you do have two internal pockets, one here on the left, or sorry, right, and then one here on the left. They are sized, again, for a cell phone. And for those of you that kind of understand the size of an iPhone 7 or could potentially use this for kind of an everyday carry, but you still want to conceal carry or carry a spare med kit or a tourniquet or something like that, they are also perfectly sized for mag. So this is just a G19 mag from Magpul. Conceals perfectly there. So just to give you an idea of that size, a tourniquet would fit in there just fine, or a small slimline med kit would fit in there just fine. And then for some of you that are starting to kind of piece together the pocket sizing and to kind of understand the story behind it with being able to conceal carry, maintain a professional look, there are folks out there that have those requirements that work in the executive sector and things of that nature every day. So this is really something that works well for them. In terms of concealed carry, it does hang a solid 4 or 5 inches. It should, if fitted correctly, below waistline, so you can conceal carry if that's something you choose to do in the jacket. And then going along those lines, I'm going to turn it around. You'll notice that it has a bi-swing back as well. And that's so, again, if you have to stretch out, if you have to climb over something, or if you're bike commuting into work, if you're an inner city business professional and you have to be in the boardroom that day, but you like to bike commute in, you can grab the handlebars here, not worry about that Chris Farley fat guy in a little coat episode. Yeah. Conversely, if you're a professional or just a responsibly armed citizen and you do have to go to your firearm, or you're in training or whatever the case may be, you can reach full extension and not worry about the jacket being restrictive. Of course, that depends on everybody's type. There are guys with bigger shoulders, bigger arms, bigger chest, and so it's that's the design purpose behind it, and it should work for most of you. So that's just a quick down and dirty of our protocol jacket in the 2017 version.